This is our Glamper van, one of the many campers we rent at Titus Adventures. Here are the quick features that make this one of our favorite vans. This van is loaded with amenities. It's kind of like an RV, but drives like an SUV. It's really easy to drive. It's got a built-in bathroom. It has a shower and a toilet. It has a kitchen, sink, stove, fridge, and it's great for going off-grid. You don't need to be plugged in at campgrounds. Has a lot of height inside, great for our taller folks. It's heated, so that means it's great for going 4 seasons, extending those camping trips. It comes with unlimited miles, comes with all your camping gear. It's loaded, ready to go. In this video, I'm gonna walk you through all the systems inside, also so you can kind of see the layout and make sure it's the right fit for your trip. Don't worry about memorizing it all. We're gonna walk you through all that when you show up for your orientation. Let's check it out. All right, let's give you a quick kind of layout or orientation of the van here. Up front, obviously, we've got the cockpit area, the 2 front seats. They do swivel, so that can kind of help make this nice dinette area. We've got your 2 rear seats and the table. This table can swivel. You can also take these away and store it behind the seats here. The seats are awesome for kids, adults, they're pretty big. They have the 3-point harness seats, and car seats can fit in here. There's no anchors for them, but you're just using the car seat strap as itself for the car seats. While we're up here, we can also see where the pop top area is. This is where the second bed is. We'll show you a little bit more about what it looks like. Moving back, we've got the kitchen area, more storage. We've got the bathroom inside here and shower. And then we've got that fixed bed back here, more storage up high, more storage down low. So we call this the Glamper van, but really it's better known as the Winnebago Solis 59P. So that means it comes from the Winnebago factory like this. It's not a conversion van like some of our other campers. It's built on the Ram ProMaster chassis. It's front wheel drive, about 20 feet long. But what's awesome about this, it has all the amenities you find in RVs, but the drivability of an SUV. It fits in parking spots. It gets about 18 miles a gallon. It has great visibility, including a full-time rear view camera. So let's climb in. We'll start looking at some of these different features and parts of the van. We'll start in the kitchen because that's something to use quite a bit. So we got the fridge built in right up front here. Easy access from inside the kitchen, or if you need to grab something from outside. It's a pretty big size fridge, and it has a little freezer section up on the top. Really handy to have. Moving into the kitchen a little more, we've got a great counter space. The sink is over here. This area is also the propane stove. So you got a 2-burner stove built on with a propane system here, and super easy to light. Turn in, click it on. You're cooking with gas. Moving over, lastly, we've got the sink. So we've got the water pump on, and we can turn our water on. We can do hot and cold. And of course, you can drink the water as well as using it for doing dishes. Last thing I love about the kitchen area is all the storage that's built in. We've got cabinets up high. Pots and pans can live in here. Food can live around different places. We've got a built-in cutting board that can be really handy. Silverware utensil drawer is here. And then lastly, down below the sink, lots of additional storage down there. All right, let's talk about the bathroom. One of the key features of this van. It's inside here. It's kind of a wet shower space. So we have the shower handle here, hot and cold water, nozzles right there, and you can shower inside. We also have the toilet itself. It's a flush toilet. It's gonna be very similar to how one works at home. We lift it up, you open a valve down at the bottom, and then we can flush as well. And it's all going into the cassette toilet, and we'll talk about that, how to empty it on the outside of the van. This space is also just a really cool mudroom kind of area. You can hang wet stuff. You can put your skis in here, muddy shoes. It's a great place to just kind of get those things out of the way. We're on this main bed in the back here. It's an elevated bed, really comfortable mattress. We've got a memory foam topper on it. You sleep sideways, heads here, feet here, great for 2 people. I'm 6'4", I can sleep here. Above the bed, we've got different storage areas, great for towels. And then this side, again, we can add more clothes and they stay up and fixed, which is really awesome. Right above us is also our Max Air fan. This runs on a remote and we can have air come in at night, cool us down a little bit. It's just really comfy. Okay, let's go check out the second bed in the pop top. All right, here's the ladder. Storage for it is right up here. It's a 2-piece ladder that gets assembled like this. Just hooks on right up there and we're ready to climb up. All right, we're up here in this pop top on this mattress, super comfortable. It's really pretty big. Adults, kids, everybody can fit up here. Lots of visibility, lots of cross breeze. We can open these windows. It's a pretty cool space. Another neat feature of this van is built-in blackout window curtains. So all the windows we can close up at night, get a little extra privacy. Also helps with insulation. So these guys just zip up really nice and easy. And then in the front, we have window covers that can cover the windshield and the 2 side windows as well. They live right up here. Oh yeah, it's got a bug screen. Super nice feature. Let's check out a little bit more what's going on in the back here. Under the bed, again, we kind of have this gear garage storage space. A lot of built-in cubbies, all this stuff that we send with you, the leveling blocks, shovel. There's a little side mat too. On this side, even more storage, pretty big space. There's our chairs and tables live inside there for you. Over on this side, again, more storage, spare tire changing kit is in there as well. And then under these flaps are some things you don't get to all that often. They're kind of more van related. Some of the water stuff. We send you with an extra stove in case you want to cook outside. All this stuff we'll tell you more about when you show up, but it's all built-in storage. So there's kind of 3 main systems of the van. We've got the water system, the electrical system, and a propane heating system. Let's break it down. We'll start with the water system first. This van has a 20-gallon fresh water tank, and you fill it up down here, and you kind of change some of these valve positions to let the water come in. We've got a hose for you so you can do that on the road. When you show up to rent the van, the 20 gallons is already going to be full, and that's going to be used for your drinking water. It's going to be used for your showering, dishes, all that kind of stuff. Depending on how often you're showering, you know, if there's 3 or 4 of you, you can go 4 or 5 days without needing more water. You can also use a rear spray port, so we can plug a little hose into here and you can spray gear off. We can also set up a really fun rear shower in this space back here if you don't want to shower inside. All right, so this van is incredible all year round. It's great to use in the winter still. It's got a heater inside to keep you nice and cozy. What we do for the water system is we do shut off some of the water tanks and pipes because we don't want those pipes to crack and break. But we still want you to be able to use the sink. So what we do in the winter is we decommission this main faucet and we install a little simple electric pump. And it has a hose that feeds down into a freshwater tank underneath the sink here. So you have fresh water and you can refill that as you need. And then whatever water goes down the drain goes into another little jug that's down at the bottom that can be emptied very easily when it gets full. So super simple, but gives you functionality in the wintertime. Closing up the back here, you'll see there is a full spare tire that we've included. You gotta have it. All right, so let's talk about emptying the toilet. Something that comes up on the trip. So what I really love about this cassette style toilet is this little case is built into the toilet. Everything empties into here. And then when it's time to empty it, we can just find a porta potty or a vault toilet at a trailhead and you empty it into there. You turn that, open this cap up, hold it, tip it in, empty it the best you can. And then To reset it, you're just gonna take a little toilet chemical that we provide you. You're gonna drop it in, add a little water, and it's good to go. Slides back in. So you don't have to go to RV parks and pay to dump this black water tank. This is a much simpler system. All right, let's talk about the next system in the van, which is the electrical system. There's a couple of batteries built into the van. The first one is obviously the one under the hood, and that's more for starting the car and kind of running the electronics up in the front of the vehicle. The stuff that I more want to talk about is what's running, that runs more of the camping side of stuff. It's called the house battery. And there's two big house batteries way under the back side of the vehicle here that are running your lights and fridge and stuff like that. This battery, the house battery, is going to charge up every time you drive. And it's also charging up from solar panels on top of the roof. This means even if you're camping and you're not moving for several days at a time, you're not going to run out of electricity. So these batteries, again, they're powering different lights all throughout the van. There's cabinet lights all along here. That system is also powering your fridge. And then it has outlets. We've got DC, like USB outlets here. That's all running off that house battery. The last thing to know here is we have 110 volt outlets. There's a couple of those built into the van. There's one right back here. Those only work when you're plugged in at a campground with a big cable. So those are the only things that won't work if you're out dispersed car camping. The third main system here is the propane system. Underneath the van is a 10-gallon propane tank that's built in, and it gets refilled. So you go to a propane refill station if you need to. When you show up with us, it will be full. And that propane is gonna run a few things. It's gonna run your stove. It's also gonna run the heater unit that heats the van, and it also heats the hot water system. So you can turn the hot water on, and now after about 20 minutes or so, you'll have a hot shower, or you can do some dishes with hot water. And you can also set the thermostat for the van to just stay nice and warm. Again, this van is awesome in cold temperatures. And it's just like your house where you set a thermostat and the van will kick on and off. And there's little ports all around the van that will be putting hot air out for you. So we talked all about these systems. This area right here is kind of our control center for where you're gonna see what all is going on. This panel here has our propane level, how full our propane tank is. This one will show us how full our battery is. This will show us if the gray water tank needs to be empty. This is how we turn our hot water, or our water pump on and off. This is the screen where we can turn the van temperature on. So with just a couple of clicks, I can tell it to stay at 70 degrees. This is also where we turn the hot water system on. This is where we turn the propane on and off. It's kind of like the pilot light. And then lastly, this is the solar panel input. Nothing you need to really do, but this is just telling us how many volts are coming into the battery. All right, so we talked about all these systems. They work together really well. And really at the end of the day, what this offers is you can use this van off the grid. You don't need to be in campgrounds. You don't need to be hooked up at RV parks. You can, for multiple days in a row, kind of be out on your own. Pretty sweet van, right? This thing is ready for whatever adventure you want to take. You're gonna go rock climbing, you're gonna go to the desert, you're gonna do festivals, you're gonna go skiing. You will do it in this van really easily, and you'll be very comfortable. We're gonna supply you with everything. Unlimited miles, bedding, chairs, tables, pots, pans, down to the chapstick. It's really easy. Show up and go. Let's get out there. Happy trails. So it's got your shower and toilet. I'm gonna do that again. It's
and action. Okay. Let her rip.
Okay, we're swiveling them up. Here they come, looking good. Ladder. All right. Yeah. All right. The bathroom, the main event when camping. No. All right. We've got to the. Just take this, go to a portable. Nah.
One more time, brother.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
action. So get off your ass. So we're still going.
Yeah.